lifters should lift differently from the average. Because the thing is, most advice on the social media is centric about the average, the 5'8" guys, the not so long but not so short at the same time kind of guys. Because the thing is, the media wants you to have this V tape, right? They want you to have this delt, like cap delt, like delt max. You have this big chest and this wide lats. Well, yes, it looks cool, but the thing is, if you're tall, if you have V taper and all like that, if you don't prioritize training your arm, forearms, neck, legs, you're gonna look skinny. No cap. I look skinny. And that's what I did back then. That's how I trained. Is doing compounds only and not doing your isolations will already take care of the arms. It does not work like that. For taller lifters, it's different. Our forte, the thing that what's make us tall and what's make us stand out is the fact that we have long limbs, we have long legs, we have upper, lower extremities that are stretched wide, we have big canvas. So we got big canvas to fill in and put some muscle and make it really compact and develop and mature. And the thing is, when a shorter lifter, let's say for example, gains like 10 pounds of muscle in his body, it's gonna look different, it's gonna look way better. It's like he's gained probably like 15 pounds or more, while we taller lifters looks like we gain nothing at all, or maybe just 5 pounds or even less. Because the thing is, we have longer ones. We're like late gamers, like we're late gamers on this game of fitness. Although we don't really feel as much of our frame as fast, in the long run, if you really dedicate yourself to it, if it gets big enough, then you're literally gonna look like a monster, like a gorilla, bro. And the thing is, the fact that you're tall, and prioritize arms, is gonna look more impressive. Because our highlight is our limbs, it's not our torso. Leave the torso and the V-taper aesthetic kind of physique to the average kind of guys. But we're different ones. We're tall. It's harder for us to look massive in like pictures because of the fact that we have longer arms. Like I have 6'8" wingspan at 6'2". Like, isn't that crazy to have? Like, think about it. There's a lot of like area that I gotta fill in. I probably gonna take a decade just to fill in a little bit of my arms, and I think that's not even enough, except if I get fat. Another thing is, I want you to visualize your physique, your future, your dream physique. Because visualization of your physique, of this dream physique that you want, like when you want to get in the future, aligns what your training should be, and it just motivates you to train harder. It's like when you have this old V-tape physique, yeah, well, yeah, it looks cool. It pretty much looks the same as everyone. Like, think about it, most of TikTok guys nowadays are like chasing for aesthetics, like V-taper aesthetic that gets you girls. Well, that I know it's objectively attractive, but for us tall guys, is that we have these long limbs that our torso does not really stand out as much. And the fact that you prioritize it, when you prioritize it, it's still not enough. We still don't look as big as when we compare it to prioritizing our arms or even legs, because we have long ones. It's our forte, it's our highlight, and that's what makes us different. It's what have us this unique physique, is what I'm talking about. Unique physique. Like, let's say for example a gorilla. You can see the guy who's got thick erectors, thick glutes, thick legs, thick arms and shoulders. but he doesn't have that much of a lats, chest, upper chest. But he looks like a man. He looks like he's gonna protect the tribe, and that's what physique that I'm definitely going for. Because the goal is not to live for girls, it's to live for my future wife. To become the man that can protect his family. To be the man who looks like he's gonna raise his children like a strong, like, well, let's say I have a strong kid. I'm raising him, so he's more likely to take action. He's more likely to follow and to become just a role model of my children, especially for a girl child, a daughter. Excuse me for that. For a daughter, because if you're like a weak father figure, your children will basically just not listening to you. And when they grow up, they probably become degenerates and hoes and all like that. And I don't want that. And that's why I can say that, well, I don't live for girls. I live for my future wife. Think about it, bro. Because when you picture a physique of like this European man on the woods chopping these logs, you wouldn't see him having this V-taper physique, like biggest boulder shoulders and wide lats, massive chest. You would see him more of a guy with big arms, forearms, upper back, glutes. He looks thick. He looks like a man. That's it. He looks like a man. He's not this TikTok boy who's like posting sideways and doing this for clout. Well, yeah, it gets you more girls. But the thing is, are those girls a quality ones? Are they like wife material that we all say? Most certainly not. Because why? Yes, you get less girls. You get less attraction from being this strong. If you think about it, like big traps, big shoulders, big arms, but not so big like torso. When you are on shirt, you look massive. I can tell you, you look massive because you have this big meat on your back, and then on your glutes, and then you have also big legs on you, and then the fact that you have big limbs, you have tall limbs, you're not gonna be hiding your arms. You're more likely to use a shirt, and it's not even a long sleeve, so it's seen, it's visible, it looks great. You will look great in pictures when you compare it. When you are, let's say for example, you walk through the path of like V-taper aesthetic TikTok boys. Well, yes, I respect you for that, but the thing is, in the long run, will you even be considering to be shirtless most of the time? I think not. Because when you look big in a shirt, inside out, you're still gonna look big. Like, the women don't see the difference. Because if you think about it, it's we men, we lifters, are those kind of overanalyzed guys who are more into details. Like, if a woman sees a jacked guy, he sees a jacked guy, he's not this, oh, V-taper, 2-to-1 waist ratio, whatever, shit like that. It doesn't matter. They see, oh, a jacked guy, oh, a fat guy, a skinny guy. That's it. Well, yeah, it's more aesthetic to have broader shoulders and V-taper and all that, but it's gonna be hidden most of the time. You're not having this, you're not gonna be in the beach for 24/7. You're gonna be on your shirt, you're doing things, you're on your work and doing all that. And that's why I think prioritizing the limbs through isolations on your upper arms and forearms as a beginner when you're just starting out, and not trying to half-ass this like most people do on the gym because of this powerlifting dogma of like, if you hit your compounds hard, you're gonna hit your arms as well. Well, yes, you hit your arms as well, but it's not enough stimulus to really drive growth that you really wanted. Because after all, we just want them big arms. We just want some physique, bro. Like, think about it, bro. If you're tall and you have this little arm hanging on you while having this V taper on you, you're gonna look aesthetic. Like, think about it. You're gonna look like SCP-096 straight up. It's because of that frame that you got. You're tall, you're long, and then you have these little arms on you. You're gonna feel in this. And what I recommend to you is, when you're lifting, when you're choosing a compound, why don't you prioritize more of the arms? Well, let's say for example, a bench press. What is the variation that emphasizes the arms more? It's the close grip bench press. Plus, it's still alright for the chest though, because bench press is still a chest movement. It's just more arms. And the fact that it's more arms, when you do close grip, you get more range of motion. Therefore, you get more range of motion on your tricep and more like level. Let's say more force in your elbows. So you gotta push the tricep harder. And the thing is, you get better squeeze at the top on the bench press. While yes, you don't get much stretch on the chest on this close grip bench press. You get more range of motion on the end part. You get more squeeze. You get squeeze more. And most people like disagree on this because the recent studies show that there is much better correlation between muscle growth and stretching than this shortened position. But the thing is, you can recover much better when you are doing the close grip bench press, because you're not stretching as much of your chest, because stretching the muscle damages the muscle. When the muscle is more damaged, it takes more time to rest, to get it recovered. So you basically can spam the close grip bench press for your chest too. And while you're spamming that for your chest, you're getting your tricep lateral head stimulus. And what about the biceps? On the compound, on the back, you can do supinated, you can do close grip. Like I do chin-ups for my back, and it's done me well, it's served me well. And the thing is, I also do arm isolations at the same time, and that's what makes it good, because not only chin-ups prioritize the bicep, it also have this motion of like forward sagittal plane motion of, it's basically prioritize more of your lats too, and you're getting extra lat, like extra V taper movement from you, rather than just doing it really wide, but which is only for like lats and teres major, but it gets your bicep a really not so much like insufficient stimulus. And that's why I think going a little bit closer grip on your compounds will do better for you as a tall lifter. You're not an average guy. Like, we have it harder, bro. We have this lifting thing harder in the early game, but we can thrive in the long run. Like, I enjoy training arms, even though it does not get that, like, this competition dogma, powerlifting dogma of like, most people especially in the Reddit end up being a power lifter or a street lifter who does this big specific compounds just because they can put more weight in it, and then when they post it on social media they get likes and all that stuff, but that does not even matter as much. If you look shit in pictures, I tell you, you will feel shit. And that's why I'm telling you this. It's because you gotta hear this, bro. If you're just starting out, you're tall, you're lanky, prioritize arms. It's what natural hypertrophy guy promotes. And basically these types of guys are like jacked, they are tall as well, and that's why I follow his advice. And his advice is really good for us because we don't have the good genetics to begin with, and then yet he get jacked. That's one of the few things that I want to emphasize today, which is to have a role model or simply a mentor who is similar to you, who is tall, who is on the same path, who's got similar genetics as you to get your advice from, which is me. And yeah, I think that's it, bro. See you at the gym.